Bend, Indiana. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Baylor with her right now.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. For a strong kick to get this one underway. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
As he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Bears line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. Able to punt, can bail them out. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Mobley. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. On 1st and 10 from the 38. They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On On the direct snap, it's Mobley. Pass to Ted, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The option, he'll keep it. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They want to run it left here. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. It's complete on the right side. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark.
And listen, third down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want offenses, right? Like, they got them right where they want them. There's a really nice job by the playmaker. QB got him the football, and he didn't run out of bounds. Like, he fought for every single...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on fourth down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Maybe some room here. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Bears headed quickly to the line.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down.
Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Throwing, Lagway.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Carr to throw. He's got the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the run, it's Mobley. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front. Guys pushing the pile. NFL talent on this offensive line. Just having their way, making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on your quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Making side adjustments here. Carr. Here's a heat. And they got it.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. To the air, it's Carr. Here's the pressure. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter.
Red 4, over. Bubba. Squid. Crush. Ready, go.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Showing the arm strength to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to look.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's the handoff. Oh, better look out. Turns it on down the left side. At the 30. Inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
This This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing, Carr. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Powers through the defender. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Right on the money. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. They'll go right back to him. Out a little grass. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Quarterback may change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Carr to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Mobley. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's third and goal and third and long. Carr. Get it out on the screen. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or you say, hey, keep it. Throw that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now, that was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Might be calling a hot route. The running back has it. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Throwing, Carr. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Booster! Q! Hydro! Switch it! Spider unders!
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Baylor Bears call their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Here we go, ready. Blue 30.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They punted away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. start from their own 21. Lagway wants to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Trying to quiet this crowd, DJ Lagway. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. On the run, it's Mobley. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They feed him again. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Motion from the wide receiver. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got his man on the right. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Sweet. Ready. Black 88. Black 88. Ready, go. Ready, go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr unleashes one deep. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The give to the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
guys. Hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the Wisconsin Badgers. And it's the Wildcats on top in a game most people didn't give them a chance in. But this team remains steadfast all week, and their belief is paying off. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Carr to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Motion from the back. They're in the gun. Third down. Here's Carr. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. He's got it again, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Here's a little room there. At the 20. All the way. Touchdown Bears.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Finds the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here comes the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Makes the catch. At the 45 on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Using his legs, it's Mobley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Throwing, Carr. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Look out, he's got room. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. He's got it. Makes a move. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The offense changing the play. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Baylor. Took it all the way back to the house.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Play action, C.J. Carr. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
How about this defense not getting fooled? Second and inches, a lot of times it can be a run. The offense stays aggressive, so does the defense. Now gets them in a third and longer situation. This defense did a great job on that play.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27.
Over. Sweep.
Here's Carr to throw. Caught. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period.
Here we go, ready. Line 18. Cross. Return.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been, they've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He wants to change this route. Carr. Quickly to the tight end. Could be an alley. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, Bears. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the offense goes at it again. He's already got 5 catches, Jesse. So this quarterback, he looks like he's locking in on this guy. And the defense, I think they kind of got a clue and made a big play.
You're absolutely right, David. As a quarterback, you got to be careful you don't predetermine who you're going to throw to. This guy's been uncoverable so far. So I get it. You want to get him more touches, but you have to let the coverage dictate who gets the football. Give the defender credit that time. He knew where the ball was going. He baited the QB into a bad decision and made him pay for it, taking it all the way to the house.
Throwing, Carr. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He might want another play. Carr from the gun on third down. Rushes on him. It's caught downfield. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Pressure coming. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab in their space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Carr. Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout the...
And he'll hold it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the two-point conversion. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
He uncorks one deep. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th-quarter play for this defense. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. What a costly mistake, and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception, and now this offense can drive down and take the lead. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Quarterback will keep it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Under fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's Carr to throw. Sets up the screen. Across the 25. Snags it, and he's open. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. They'll try to get it in with the run.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. And this one for the lead in the waning moments. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So they'll decline the penalty, and it'll still be 4th down here. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through. And Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Here's Lagway to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Bring in the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes a deep grab. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
Welcome to the National Championship game at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. It's the North Texas Mean Green against the New Mexico Lobos. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And now the defense will call a timeout. That's the team's first. Now left with 2 of them here in the first half. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine that penalty, of course. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, their second. They'll be down to just 1 in the first half. The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Has the force still on the move. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, North Texas. They strike first in this national title bout. A tremendous start for this offense right down the field, into the end zone, handling the moment, executing in this national championship game. And both coaches told us the importance of a start in this big game.
Well, you can't have a better start than you had right there. And we talk about momentum all the time. We talk about rhythm all the time. There is no better way to establish both of those than an early score. Terrific job of game planning and then execution by this group to stick it in the end zone early in this game.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. The back's got it. He shreds the tackle. Brought down, but broke a tackle. Produce a solid gain there. The Lobos will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
Running play called on 3rd and short. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Did not make first down yardage, a huge turnover on downs. Defense makes the stop, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They go back to the running back, but he gets swarmed. The defense said, not this time, Joe. They were all over it.
Chris, football is a game of adjustments, and finally on this 4th down, this defense adjusts to the running back's success. They find him, they get him down, and that's a huge 4th down stop. Well, the key to 3rd down success is being good on first down, and here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after.
He's got space. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And before the snap, a timeout. Offense will talk about it before this 3rd and 2. And that's going to be their final timeout here in the half. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll try to run for the 1st down. And he's not going to get there short of the 1st down. Brings up 4th.
As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space, you need to put the defense in conflict, and if you're not able to do that, then you need extra blockers. You need the tight end, you need the fullback, and you need to get downhill. You can't really do that out of the shotgun.
Fourth down, look at the throw for it. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Mean Green. He's got it for a touchdown.
Well, it is clear that this coach did not want to settle for a field goal. He goes for it on 4th down, and he is rewarded by stellar execution by this offense and his quarterback. Touchdown, huge play on 4th down.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. And the Lobos offense is back out there. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Oh, he's breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? He's past the 30, the 20, past the 10. Touchdown, New Mexico, as they answer with their first score of this title game.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Point after, knocked right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Dropping back, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to throw here. Short pass finds the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, they've got him for a sack on 3rd down.
Chris, one of the things that goes most overlooked when you're talking about the pass rush is the coverage. And here, in particular in man, they're taking away the quick and easy throw, forcing the quarterback to hold the football, and allowing that rush to get home. It's a beautiful job with a combination of coverage.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it on 4th down on their own side. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. 1st down and goal now. Can they punch it in? Ball handed off. Nowhere to run up the middle. And the Lobos looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Hand off inside, looking for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Lobos.
This guy has such a nose for the goal line. Now, second rushing touchdown of the game. And I'm telling you, anytime he's close, he's getting that ball across the goal line. There is no doubt about it. He is so good in that situation.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to pass. It's Jackson. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
This D-line is just winning the line of scrimmage and this battle up front. They're being more physical and more aggressive, and the quarterback doesn't have really any chance to gain positive yards. You can tell he's fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage from the get-go.
Second down after that previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Scanning the field. It's Jackson. He escapes the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
That's a good decision by this quarterback. They're on their own side of the 50. It's 3rd down, and living to play another down is always a quality decision rather than forcing it into coverage and potentially turning it over. Remember, a turnover there would give the opposition great field position and probably lead to a score. So that's a good throwaway, and you live to punt.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Moves out of the pocket. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, New Mexico. A defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged.
I love linebackers that keep their eyes in the backfield and they turn into pass defenders when it's in the passing game. This guy does a great job. Watch him read the eyes of the quarterback. He steps in front, and now he's gone on the outside for a touchdown. Beautiful play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the mean green offense is back on the field now. They'll hand it off. He's got some space. Look out. Breaks into the clear. Bursts into space. He's in the clear. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Mean Green. So the explosive touchdown play by this elite running back. We knew coming in, Joel, this was the guy who's got to carry this offense, and wow, has he stepped up.
I'm so impressed when we all know who the guy is going to be. He's the focal point of the offense. Guess who knew that? The defense. And yet they still can't stop him. That's how good he is and how good they are in front of him on the O-line. Terrific job by this group. Great game plan, and obviously getting your star going, that's a huge plus.
And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the offense trots back out on the field again. They'll run it here. As the first down is still going. He's freed up. Here he goes. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big game. And the Lobos hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
This defensive staff is going to have to really evaluate this film at half and try to make changes because these are way too big of holes in the run game. They're going to have to commit some resources down. I think they need to close the middle of the field with a safety and bring the other safety down into the run box. Now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Got an opening here. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21. The Lobos pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Chris, there are some players that when they...
Look out, he's breaking free. He goes out of bounds. They'll spot it at the 10. First and goal for the offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle made inside the 10. They'll spot the ball at the 7. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Touchdown, Lobos. He barrels into the end zone.
I love that this offense doesn't get bored taking the profit. If this defense can't stop this back, then give him the ball, and he continues to find the end zone. 3rd touchdown of the game. If they don't adjust, make them pay, and that's exactly what this coordinator has done.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. North Texas's offense is back out there now. Looking to throw. It's Jackson. He fires downfield. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris. And right now, it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They could complete this ball. But again, just not on the same page.
Now it's 2nd down here. The incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Here he goes. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, North Texas.
What I love about this throw is that it is on time. And when you're on time, you can complete the ball in tight windows. You can allow for yards after the catch, all of it. And here, they're able to get the completion for the touchdown. Beautiful job by this quarterback.
And they get set now to try the PAT. Oh, he missed it. It's no good, and they still trail by a point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Humphrey. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. There's the handoff. Fights off a defender. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. And the Lobos come to the line in a hurry-up. And there's the handoff. It's past the 35. Breaks into the clear. Out past the 30. He's in the clear. Touchdown, New Mexico. This offense really clicking.
His best trait, Chris, is that he's got a great nose for the goal line. Not 1, not 2, 4 touchdowns on the day. What an incredible performance from an outstanding back.
Extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Jackson. Quick throw to his receiver. That is broken up and incomplete.
Chris, watching tape of this free safety, he's so good in this center field position. He's got man defense being played in front of him, and so he can float. Wherever the quarterback's eyes go, he goes. And watch as he just floats with the eyes, and then he's able to bat that ball away. What a good player.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Solid game. They'll spot him out at the 35.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You're rolling to your right like that as a right-handed quarterback. I love the idea of trying to take a shot down the field. You can see it really well. You've got the momentum, and you can throw it accurately moving that direction, but they're just unable to connect.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Gets rid of it on the move. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw. It's Jackson. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now.
Chris, that is not what you want on 3rd down. Terrible execution. This offense has got to be better moving forward. They're not going to win this game unless they get some 3rd down conversions.
The offense just 1 for 3 on 4th down tries today. Here comes a 4th attempt. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare.
This defense has them right where they want them. It is a long 4th down situation, and yet the execution from the quarterback and wide receiver is...
He grabs it inside the 20. Big play through the air, but a flag is on the field. Let's check that out. And the big play wiped away. That's a costly flag on the offense. Offense trying to overcome the holding penalty. It's 1st and 20 now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. It's race. They will catch him. Touchdown, Mean Green.
That is a massive score for this group. It really creates a different game moving into the 3rd quarter. You create that momentum with the score before half, that locker room just feels different at halftime.
The offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Looks to the left, pass caught. He runs it into the end zone, and those 2 points will tie the football game. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. He'll hand it off. Moves the ball up to the 30.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on 1st down. This offense continues to just gain yards on 1st down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground.
That's just a really nice job by the running back and the offensive line. They're persistent in the run game, and it pays off for a 1st down.
And now a timeout call by the offense. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. And the Lobos will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And the tailback's got it again. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Now the offense will spend the timeout here, their 2nd. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable 3rd down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. Fourth down, the offense will go for it. Looking for a man. Quick throw to the left. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop. And they're stopped. It's a turnover on downs.
Chris, we got a slugfest here. Tie game here. Great stop. Inside of a minute, they prevent the opposition from going in and scoring before halftime. Now just a little time. They maybe have a couple of snaps to get themselves some points.
Looking downfield. It's Jackson. He'll take a deep shot. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. And so the 1st half comes to a close. We'll take a break here in the booth and head over to our halftime show. The kickoff team out there now to get the 2nd half underway. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the New Mexico offense back on the field. And now the defense will call a timeout. That's the team's first. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. We get the second half started with the running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. On the move now. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40. The Lobos looking to run some tempo here.
Well, they're able to get themselves off the hook. They put themselves behind the chains, an obvious passing situation, which you know you want to avoid, but they're able to still move the chains. That's a good job by the quarterback, finding the open man and then delivering an accurate pass on time, and he's able to move the chains. And
here he goes. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. And the Lobos are moving quickly down the field. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Catch made, looking for the goal line. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Timeout taken now by the defense. That's their second. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Looks right for a quick completion. Touchdown, Lobos! And they jump on top here in the second half.
Chris, I always talk about it. Timing and accuracy from the quarterback create these yards after the catch. And here he's able to put the ball on time and on target. And it affords the wide receiver the ability to run after the catch into the end zone. That is beautiful football, offensive football 101.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. Looking to pass. It's Jackson. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, other than turning it over, that's about the worst way you can start a possession. Now, you're way behind the chains, looking to maybe get half of it back here. Try to create, I guess, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, so that you've got some chance to convert on 3rd.
They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
That is such an important conversion to keep your offense on the field. They're trying to execute this comeback here in the second half. They need points. They need it in a hurry. It's a good job of moving the chains on 3rd down.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Offense in hurry-up mode. They lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it, and then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series.
Ball handed off. Defense makes another stop. Third down coming up.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Looking to pass. It's Jackson. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41. A new set of downs after that completion.
Wow, what a clutch conversion on third down there. You're trailing in the playoff here in the second half of the game. You've got to keep your offense on the field. And
they heave it deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, Chris, when you throw the football this late, you know the coverage can close. And here the window is there early, and then it closes late, and that should have been picked off. That could have been taken back for 6.
Looking to pass here on second down. Makes the catch downfield. He goes out of bounds, spotted just short of the 20. First and 10 now, clock running, final minute of the quarter.
Chris, that's a beautiful release by this wide receiver. Watch as he creates the space on the slant route, and now it's just about an accurate throw. And if you can frame this ball up and allow the wide receiver to run through the pass, now you're going to get some yards after the catch, which is exactly what happens.
Backed up after the intentional grounding, second down and very long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's White. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
It is such an advantage for an offense to have a running back that can get on the outside and catch the football, in particular when a defense wants to run man coverage. You can see this is a mismatch here. He's faster than the linebacker, and he gets the ball and gets a nice gain down the field.
Mexico with the lead right now. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Back to pass. It's Jackson. He escapes the pocket. Fires it on the move. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Chris, I know they would love to stay on the field and put this ball in the end zone. A field goal doesn't really do anything, but hear me out. If they kick this field goal on fourth and long, they can get the ball back. They rely on their defense, get the ball back, then a field goal wins it on your next possession.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Quarterback looking to scramble. Fourth down pass is incomplete, but there's a marker down. A crucial call here. He'll hand it off. He's got a crease. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, New Mexico.
If they're not going to stop this guy, just continue to give him the rock. And again, his vision, his burst, his nose for the goal line. He is such a good player. 5 touchdowns in one game. That is wild.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Mean Green offense is back on the field now. Receiver has been one of the few bright spots for this offense today. Joe, can he make a play to make up this deficit?
Well, I think he might have to, Chris, because as you suggested, there just isn't much going right for this offense at this point, other than the matchup you've got on the outside. He's creating space. He's been reliable with his hands. That's where you can move the football. You might as well sit right there because that's what's working.
Scanning the field. It's Jackson. The receiver grabs it. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Oh, that one's picked off. Could take. He could go. Past the. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Inside the 20. Touchdown, Lobos. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd.
He's in a position, Chris, where he just has to force the football down the field, and the defense is taking advantage of that. What an incredible performance by this group, all around, offensively, defensively, and now certainly heading for a victory.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. North Texas's offense is back out there now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Dropping back, it's Jackson. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. Out of bounds after a solid game. They'll spot it at the 40.
I like the completion for a first down, but they've got to get going. It's a 3-possession game. They've got to get down the field in a hurry.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's White. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. 5-yard pickup on 1st down sets him up at 2nd and 5. A lot of play calling options here. And here comes a deep shot. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, down big, you've got to be aggressive down the field, and he continues to do that, and I understand that. But, man, this defense has been very good, and I got to tell you, I just don't sense that they're going to all of a sudden fall apart with a big lead.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again.
Comebacks are like puzzles. It happens one piece at a time, and this was a major piece of this puzzle. Had to get the conversion on third down, and they're able to get it. Now they've got to go quickly. Multiple possession deficit. They've got to move fast.
Looking to chuck it again. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, it's going to be incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there. Risky throw.
Chris, in these big environments and these big games, it's usually about the plays that are made that determine a game. But this one is about a play that is not made. I think we're going to be thinking about this one the rest of the day.
To throw, it's Jackson. Turns it loose downfield. Oh, almost intercepted for a second time today. Couldn't quite hold on, but it brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Mean Green. Now the all-important extra point. And it's up and good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, they were clearly prepared for what's going on here on the onside kick. And this is a great job covering this one up, getting the ball, and now setting up their offense with good field position.
Pounding away with the run game. First down, looking for more now. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Mexico. There was no catching him that time.
What a feeling for this group. They're going to win the national championship. They have been great all day long. And now, Holly, the thing that we've got to watch out for is the Gatorade bath. We're on Gatorade watch at this point.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. To throw, it's Jackson. On the move now. He gets the first and still going.
These are the plays that are really hard to design as an offensive coordinator. You just got to trust the quarterback and his training. He's got his eyes down the field, but when he senses that it's not there, he can take off. And then here's the key. A guy that has a nose for the line to gain and can move the chains. This is just good all the way around.
Looking right, this one caught. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
I know this is not going to matter, but my dad always told me the only thing you can control is your own effort level. So I respect the fact that they're still out there giving 100%, even when they're down this amount.
And it falls incomplete.
What a wildly disappointing day for him. He came in with so many expectations, Chris, and they just haven't had the timing. Another incompletion here. They're down big. Man, this has got to be so frustrating.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it now. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Chris, in this situation, down big, this 4 vertical route concept, just have it on repeat. You basically call it every single play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for a late deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, they can't punt here. They can't guarantee that they get this ball back if they kick it away. So here it is. Here's the game. It's 4th down. Got to convert.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? QB keeper all the way. They make the tackle, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running.
This is exactly what this defense was so concerned about. In our meetings with this defensive coordinator, he talked about the fact that they've got so many weapons to defend. Guys on the outside, guys in the backfield. But then the real key is at the quarterback. He can become a threat as a runner. And here on a designed run, it's an explosive play for this offense. Just so many threats to try to defend.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Pickup is 6 yards, so 3rd down and 4 now. No huddle here for the offense. To the air, it's Jackson. Here comes the pressure. Going for a big play downfield. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining.
Well, I don't know if this is going to matter in this outcome, but I tell you, that is a beautiful throw down the field, maybe some momentum for future weeks. But if they are going to come back, it's time to go hyper fast right now.
Here we go. That huge explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Here's trouble. The ball is knocked loose in the end zone. A scoop and score. Wow. Touchdown, North Texas.
What a fortunate bounce for the offense here. It looks like this ball could be headed the other direction. It's on the ground, and yet it bounces to them. And not only that, it's basically a scoop and score.